G'day everyone. Let's talk about trust, credibility, and conflict of interest as it relates to this channel, YouTube, and business in general. And one thing that I'm going to need from you is a response in the comment section. Not to drive the algorithm or anything like that, but I just want some feedback on how you guys feel as an audience about the direction that this channel is going. So let me lay the groundwork a little bit. Up until this point, none of the videos on this channel have been sponsored in any way. I haven't been paid to say anything. I haven't been paid to endorse a specific product, nothing like that. And if it's not obvious, what I've been trying to achieve is to build as large an audience as possible so that I can convey the importance of lubricants and lubrication as they relate to machine health and to the economy. Now, in the case of this channel, it's not a huge audience, right? 2,500 odd subscribers. I'm very thankful for the audience that I've been able to build, but the intent is never to be a quote-unquote influencer, right? One thing I do see, though, particularly in the tech YouTuber world, right, is people promoting products and people talking about products. And that line between editorial and pay for comment gets a little bit blurry. Now, YouTube itself is governed by US law, where you have to include a little watermark down at the bottom of your video if it includes a paid promotion. But it's pretty hard to police that, right? Now, in order to promote that mission, it doesn't make any sense for me to stand behind, a package or a product and say, I endorse product X because someone has paid me to say it. I think that would really undermine the ethos of what I'm trying to achieve here and the ethos of the channel. Now, I also have some skin in the game here in that the niche that I'm trying to carve out for myself in the consulting world is someone who is brand neutral. A little bit of the work that I've been doing to date has been industrial companies approaching me and saying, we have 5 different lubricant brands on site, Mobil, Castrol, Shell, whoever. All the sales reps are telling me a different story. We need someone who is above the fray, who has no agenda and has nothing to sell. We need you to be kind of the arbiter or the judge or the referee and just tell us from a technology standpoint what's correct. So that's the niche that I'm trying to carve out for myself. And in that sense, it makes sense for me to not be affiliated with any particular brand. Now, in future, I think there is maybe not a compromise of sorts, but there is a way to work with lubricant brands without compromising this channel. Now, I don't think at any point does that become me holding up a bottle like a promo girl and saying, hey, Rafe likes product X and it makes his car go better. Apropos of nothing, I actually don't have a car at the moment, but that's another story. I think that would be wrong on every kind of level. However, if a lubricant manufacturer were to ask me, hey, we need you to take a look at the formulations and have a review of them, I think that, to me, that sounds like an okay thing to do, so as long as I'm not then endorsing the product. But I would like to know your opinion. Do you feel that if I, Rafe, were working with any lubricant manufacturer in a technical capacity, right? Not in a marketing or brand promotion capacity, but purely in a technical capacity, do you feel like that would compromise this channel? And the reason I wanted to ask you guys is because I feel like the audience of a YouTube channel gives you sort of permission to do different activities. Now, Satya Nadella actually said this really well. He's the CEO of Microsoft. He said this really well in a conference from last week, where he said your audience gives you permission to go into adjacent markets. So as an example, he said, Microsoft has a core business audience, right? Everyone uses the Microsoft 365 suite. It wouldn't have made sense if they wanted to have a social media. Them buying Instagram doesn't make sense because their audience doesn't give them the permission to do that. But when they acquired LinkedIn, there is an adjacency there. So that core audience that is all about business and productivity tools, they migrate over to LinkedIn, and that then makes sense for Microsoft as a business activity. So that's why I want to put it out to you guys. I want to be as open and as honest as I can, while at the same time I am trying to make a living, because obviously these videos come free, and something I'm working on in the background is going to be, there'll be a small component of cost to it, but I'm basically going to be doing it for no margin. I'll share a few more details with you in about, let's say, a month. So a lot of the activity that I'm doing here is no financial benefit to me, but I do have to make a living somehow, and I want to do it in a way that doesn't compromise the ethics and really the mission, if you like, of this particular channel. So that's why I need your help. Please leave some comments down below about what you think is an appropriate activity for me to do if I were to work with other companies. All right.